Hi there, my name's Paul Goddard. I'm an Agile coach, Scrum trainer and author of Improving Agile Teams. And I'm here today to share with you my top 5 improv games for Zoom meetings. Now, improvisers tend to warm up together before they go on stage. And over the last few months, I've seen how online meetings have quite quickly become quite cold, lifeless experiences. Mainly because you're not getting that kind of physical energy from each other from being in the same room together. So these are 5 of my favourite improv games to warm up your online Zoom meetings. And I'm pretty sure that these games can heighten your sense of listening, observation, and get you ready for that next online meeting you're going to be part of. All of these games are designed to use the very basic features that Zoom provides for us. Firstly, you'll need to make sure your attendees are using the gallery view. And you can change that by toggling the top right corner of the Zoom window. Secondly, you'll need to make sure your attendees are also comfortable with switching on their cameras and switching on and off their microphones at various points. You can toggle both those functions with the bottom left of the Zoom window. Okay, so here we go. Game number 1. Where in the world is? This game works well if your attendees have never actually met or worked together before. The game involves introducing yourself and then finishing by asking the question, where in the world is, and then the name of your next attendee. When the next attendee has been named, attendees must then point to that person as they see them on their gallery view. This adds a more visual cue to the intros and also encourages attendees to look for their colleagues at the start of the meeting.
Where in the world is Anna?
Game number 2. Grandma's Footsteps. It's a classic from my childhood, but actually works very well online. One attendee is chosen as Grandma, and all the other players stand as far back from their cameras as possible. When the game starts, Grandma looks away from the camera, and the other children have to creep back towards their keyboard. Grandma will be checking back to try and catch those naughty children by spotting movement on camera, and if she sees someone moving, that person has to go back to the start point. The game ends with the first player to reach their keyboard and type the word boo into the Zoom chat window. That's the beginning. Game number 3, counting to 20. Sounds simple, right? But in this version, the attendees must count to 20 without interrupting or talking over each other. If they do, they start back at number 1. This really gets the eyes and ears tuned in from the very start. And don't allow any upfront planning here, just dive straight in. Watch the drama unfold as the attendees approach the late teens. No one will want to make a mistake. A good game for playing and maybe failing together as a group, and they'll need a little bit of trial and error to reach their goal. If you really want to level up this game, try the same game with cameras off to really focus on those listening skills.
1,
2,
3,
4,
5,
6. Game number 4, Bathroom Mirror. This is a silent game, so much more based on observation and body language. One attendee will imagine their camera is in fact their own bathroom mirror and imitate their morning routine. It's up to the other players to try and mimic the actions and posturing from that lead player. It's possible also to pair up for this game and try and share around the leading and following responsibilities within the group. This game can be used to wake up the senses, both figuratively and literally in this case. Game number 5, one-word storytelling. It's an oldie but a goldie. Telling a story one word at a time is a great way to increase listening and storytelling skills simultaneously. We can use our voices to illustrate the story better with tone and volume at the right time, and it's great fun to see where this truly unplanned narrative will end up. This is also a good prelude to any collaborative meeting, as we need to let go of our own agenda and hook onto the other words that others are providing for us. If teams need a little more direction at the start, I would suggest you introduce a fictional name, object, or even location at the outset to help get things going. If the story is going nowhere, just call it quits and start again.
4.
Dinner.
Remarkably,
So there we have it, my 5 favourite improv games for online meetings using Zoom. If you're interested in reading a bit more about my improv training for agile teams, have a look at my website below for details of my training courses online. Thanks for watching.